What's up, y'all, and welcome back to my channel, or if you are new here, hello and welcome. I have the new Beetlejuice collection from NYX Cosmetics and I am so incredibly excited. Beetlejuice is hands down one of my all-time favorite movies. I watched it over and over as a kid. I never missed the opportunity. In fact, I probably wore out the VHS version that we had of it, but even as an adult, I still love the movie. I watch it several times a year and I am so excited to go see the sequel in the theater. I cannot wait for it. I have high hopes that they did this movie justice, but this collection, y'all, is so cute. Like, look at the packaging, look at the theming. NYX nailed it with all of that, and I'm excited to try out these products. Now listen, I did not get every single product that came in the collection. There was a couple of things I felt like I didn't need, I wasn't gonna get any use out of, a couple of shades in one of the products that just weren't up my alley, but I did get all three of the eyeliners. I got two of the buttermilk glosses. I got the cute little blush palette. We have the Beetlejuice lip gloss, and of course, I got the eyeshadow palette. You knew I was going to get the eyeshadow palette. That was like the main goal out of all of this, but we are going to do some up closes, some swatches, and we are going to create this beautiful look that you see right here on my face. And at the end of the video, I will come back, give you all my first initial impression thoughts, and we will close out this video. All right, y'all, let's dive into this collection. Like I said, I did not pick up every single product. There were a couple of things that I just felt like I didn't need, I wouldn't get any use out of, and I didn't want to waste my money because I did purchase this on my own. It was not sent to me. This is not sponsored, nothing like that. But this collection also included a makeup sponge and some under eye gel patches as well. I will pop up a picture of the entire collection so you can see everything that's included, and I will have it listed and linked down below in the description box as well, along with everything else that is on my face. So if you're new here, hello, I always post everything that I use in all of my videos down below in the description box. So if you're ever curious about anything, always check down there. I squeeze as much information as I possibly can into that tiny little space. But let's go ahead and check out this lip gloss right here. I already have it on. This is in the shade Pomegranate Cloud, and look at that packaging. How cute is that? Like I said, 100% on theme with this. They nailed it. But this is just a really nice, almost clear gloss. It has a little hint of some red to it. It does have a nice doe foot applicator. Like I said, to me it smells like strawberries. I don't know if that's completely accurate. I'm not very good with describing things, but in my mind it has like a strawberry scent to it. Very childhood, very reminiscent of like lip smackers, things like that. And it has this like hint of red to it. It's just gonna add like a nice flush of color to your lips. It feels very hydrating. It doesn't feel sticky or gross, anything like that. I don't feel like a plumping or a warming effect. So far I am enjoying this, and I think it's, you know, it's a really nice product. I like that they included this. There's a lot of lip glosses in this collection though. But let's move on to the little blush palette. How cute is this? This is so incredibly tiny, y'all. It is super, super thin. I'm okay with that. I have a larger collection, but look, another Katie hair. They're always everywhere. But if you don't and you think this is going to be a big palette, it's not going to. But look at the embossing in there, the detail, don't say it again, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, and then the little beetle at the bottom. I like the color selection in here. Let's do some swatches really quick. So I'm just gonna kind of wipe off that gloss that I have, and we're gonna start with this purple shade up here. I love this purple shade. I love a purple blush. It looks really good on my fair cool undertones, but look, the Beetlejuice is already going away. Anyways, let's swatch this out right here. So this is the purple shade. I love the pigmentation in that. This is a flat matte, so it doesn't have any sparkle to it. It doesn't have a sheen, nothing like that. The next one that we have is this really pretty orange shade in the middle. This one definitely has some sparkle to it. So let's swatch that one right next to the purple one. I don't think this shade is gonna work for my skin tone, but we're still gonna swatch it out anyway. That would be really pretty on the eyes though. I'm not gonna lie. That would be a beautiful like eyeshadow topper, a one and done, something like that. But you can definitely see that nice sheen that it has to it. And then the last one that we have is the little beetle down here, this really pretty like berry red shade. So let's do a swatch right here. Oh, I love that. That has a really pretty sheen to it. So you've got like a flat matte, a sheen, and then like a full-on shimmer. Love the variety, love the colors. I think they're very on point, and I think they're gonna work well for a lot of different skin tones. Obviously, if these aren't your shades, you're not gonna like this palette, but this one I absolutely love. This is the kind of shade that I go for in like the fall and the winter months. I just love that deep berry shade, but I think we're gonna do one of these on each cheek. I'm gonna skip this one because I already know it's gonna look horrible on my skin tone, but you can definitely see the swatch. So let's go ahead and try on the purple one first. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that up with a Sigma X Kristen Dominique blush brush. I'm just going to kind of put it in here, pick it up. I am getting a little bit of kick up in the pan, but nothing too bad. Tap that off a little bit, and we're just gonna kind of stipple this onto the cheek. The only thing I have on right now is a bronzer. I actually have on one of the NYX Buttermilk bronzers, so I don't have any blush or anything else on. That's really pretty. It's not nearly as pigmented as I thought it was gonna be. It's going on really nicely. It's blending out beautifully. I don't think this is as pigmented as the Buttermilk blushes. So if you have those and you felt like those were really, really intense, these aren't quite as pigmented as that, but they do still look really beautiful. It's going on nicely. I'm not getting patching, grabbing, nothing. I like that shade. That's pretty. All right, with a clean Sigma blush brush, I'm going to go into this shade down here. Now this one I'm going to be a little bit more careful with because it is deeper and I am so incredibly fair. But let's go ahead and put this one on over here and see what it looks like. Oh, that is pretty. It is on the pigmented side, so if you're fair like me, go in with a light hand, but it's blending out nicely and it does look really, really pretty. I like that shade. All right, y'all, let's move on to the eyeshadow palette because this is what I'm here for. I love an eyeshadow palette, and I'm not gonna lie, they got me with the theming on this one. This is so cute, so on point. Look, the side of it says color for the recently deceased. How cute is that? But the color story on the inside, this is a Beetlejuice color story if I've ever seen one. This is an 8-pan palette. You do get 3 mattes, 5 shimmers. I personally prefer a more matte heavy palette, but it is what it is. We're gonna roll with what we got. But I want to play with this purple. I already know that right off the bat. I want to play with this lime green as well. I don't think I can make a look using every single shade in here, but we're going to try and use as many different shades as I possibly can. So my eyes are primed with my MAC Paint Pot in the shade Painterly, and we're going to go ahead and start with this shade right here. This one is called Bio Exorcism, and I'm going to go ahead and pick that up with a BK Beauty 201 brush, and I'm just going to start to fluff this in my crease. I kind of want to bring this on my outer corner as well, but I think I want this to be like the main focus of the entire look. I'm going to bring this probably about halfway over, maybe a little bit more. That went on really nicely. Y'all, this is pretty. The pigmentation is there. It's nice and soft. I'm not having any issues blending it out. It's not patching, it's not grabbing. I'm not getting any fallout. There is a little bit of kick up in the pan, but it's not translating to the lid, so that's not a big deal to me. All right, so next I want to go in with this white shade up here. This one is called The Great Beyond. So I'm going to go ahead and pick that one up with a Singe Beauty EO2 brush. And I'm going to put this like in my inner corner, and I'm going to bring it up onto like the inner portion of my lid everywhere that I didn't put that first purple shade down. I don't really know where I'm going with this look, but I want to try and use as many shades as I possibly can. But that is going on really nicely. That's a really pigmented white. I'm not having any issues building up the color. It's not like patching out or doing anything weird. Sometimes I find that white eyeshadows can fluff away if you start blending them out too much. I always go in with a packing motion, but even where I'm starting to blend a little bit, the pigmentation is definitely hanging around. All right, so I'm just going back with that purple and that first brush, and I'm just kind of going right where that white meets up to it, just so I can make sure that everything is blended really nicely and that white doesn't kind of take over everything. I will say I got a lot of kick up in the pan with the white. I didn't get any fallout, but it is a very powdery formula. All right, so I went ahead and primed my eye with my NYX glitter primer, but before we jump into the shimmers on the lid, I think I want to put this one all over my lower lash line. It is a shimmer and they can be a little bit tricky. You can get a lot of fallout, but usually if I go in with like a really dense brush and some MAC Fix Plus and just kind of go in very cautiously, very slowly, I usually don't experience any issues, but we're gonna go ahead and go for it. So that shade is called Winter River, and I'm gonna pick it up with this BK Beauty 204 brush. It is just a very densely packed like smudger brush. So I'm gonna go in to that shade, pick it up, I'm gonna spray it with my MAC Fix Plus, and we're gonna go in and just sort of press this along my lower lash line and see if we can get like a really pretty color payoff down here. So basically I'm gonna kind of treat it like I would a liner. So I'm not really going in and like blending it. I'm not going in with back and forth motions. I am pressing it along down here. That's really pretty. I like that. Okay, this is doing what I want it to do. All right, let's go ahead and move on to the shimmers on the lid. So I want to play with the purple and the green and do sort of a gradient on the lid. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this one right here. This is called Ghoul Squad. I'm going to pick this up with my finger and I'm going to pat this on a good majority of the lid. This felt really soft picking it up. It didn't feel gritty or dry, anything like that. It doesn't have a flip to it, but it is very reflective. And I think it's a beautiful shade. That's going on really nicely too. All right, so next I'm gonna go in with this green shimmer shade right here. This one is called Afterlife Forever. So I'm just gonna pop this one on the rest of my lid next to that first shade that I put down. This is beautiful. I really like this green shade. It is, again, nice and reflective. It doesn't have a shift or anything like that to it, but it's going on beautifully. I'm gonna kind of bring that over and overlap on top of that purple shade just so everything blends together. And I think I'm gonna leave my inner corner matte on this look as well. All right, so this is what the eyes are looking like so far. We're not quite done with it, but I love the way this is turning out. It is very on theme with Beetlejuice, and I'm here for it. But we still need to do liner and mascara, and lucky for us, this collection came with 3 eyeliner duos. So these are the Pinstripe Duo liners. These are going to be a liquid liner and a gel liner in one. And something that I want to point out that I didn't realize before I ordered them, not that it would have changed anything, but the liquid liners in all of these are black. I know, a little bit on the boring side, a little bit disappointed. I understand the idea behind it, but in my mind, this is a very colorful and like eccentric collection. So why not give us fun, colorful eyeliners to go along with it? But anyways, I digress. We are going to try these on. So the first one that we have is the black and purple duochrome. So all of these are going to be a duochrome liner, and this is what the packaging looks like. So you have your liquid liner down here and your gel liner down here. And this is a twist up, but let's do a swatch of the first one. So like I said, these are duochromes. This one has like a blue to a purple shift to it. I don't know if it's gonna pick up on camera, but in person, I can definitely see like a purple when I look at it this way. And then whenever I move my hand, I see the blue. Very creamy, went on really nicely. But the next one that we have is going to be a green duochrome. So let's open this one up, give it a swatch, and see what it's gonna look like. I'm not gonna swatch the liquid liner from every single one just because I don't want to open up the liquid liner of all of them. But this is the green one. So this is going to be a like lime green to a dark green flip. Very, very pretty. Again, very smooth. I can definitely see the shift, but we have one more to swatch out. This is going to be the pink multi-chrome one. So let me open her up real quick. Do a little swatch right here on my hand. That is very, very pretty. So this one is going to be a pink to a like golden green shade. I think that might be my favorite one out of all of them. So which one do we want to do with this look? Obviously, my first thought is to go with the blue one and just put that in the lower lash line. But then I'm like, do I want to put this one down here or maybe this one? Decisions are so hard, y'all. All right, y'all, a decision was made and I decided to just go in with the purple blue duochrome in my lower waterline, and then we'll go ahead and line my lid with the liquid liner. I'll have to keep playing around creating more looks so I can test these ones out as well, but formula wise, this went on really creamy. It didn't pull, it didn't tug. We'll see how it holds up to my super watery eyes, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw on my liquid liner, throw on some mascara, and then we will come back and move on to the lip glosses. Alright y'all, liner and mascara are on and I absolutely love the way this eye look turned out. I think it is so fun, it's colorful, it is very much so on theme, and that eyeliner went on great. I didn't have any issues with it. It didn't pull, it didn't tug, it was nice and pigmented. This has a really nice, precise, fine tip on it. Perfect for creating a wing. I am not the queen of a wing, so I need something that is going to be foolproof, and I didn't have any issues. Are they uneven? Absolutely, but we're okay with that. Our last product in this collection is going to be these Sandworm lip glosses. So this is their butter gloss formula in limited edition packaging with cute fun colors. There are 4 of them. The other 2 just weren't really my style. So I went ahead and went with the pink green and the red purple. These look like they're gonna be just a pink and a red gloss. So perfectly up my alley. I prefer more of a nude red or pink on my lips and leave my color for everywhere else. But they are super cute. They are very on theme. But let's go ahead and swatch these out really quick, and then we'll put them on the lips and finish out this video. So this is the pink green one. That is what that shade looks like right there. And then we also have the red purple. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do kind of like an ombre effect on the lips with both of these. So I'll do like the pink all over and then maybe a little bit of red in the center. All right, so I did go ahead and line my lips really quick, but let's go ahead and throw on this pink green gloss. Oh yeah. It's exactly what you expect. It's that beautiful formula that we all know and love. I love the shade of this. I love that we got fun shades, but then we also got something for like the boring lip person, which is 100% me. Something I can still have from the collection, but it's something still very wearable for me. So let's go ahead and throw on a little bit of this in the center. Give me like a fun little ombre look. Alright y'all, so this is the final look that I created using all the products that I picked up from the Beetlejuice collection from NYX Cosmetics, and I have to say I love this collection. I think everything performed absolutely beautiful. I love the way my look turned out. My eyes are absolutely beautiful. The lips are nice and hydrated. I love the colors, but let's kind of go through these products one by one, give you my first initial impression thoughts, and then we'll close out this video. So let's go ahead and start with the little blush palette right here. I think this is super cute. I like the theming on it. I like how tiny it is. These are the 2 shades that I used on my cheeks, and I didn't have any issues. There wasn't any patching, skipping. They built up on themselves really nicely. The pigmentation is definitely there, so if you are fair like me, I would suggest going in a little bit more cautiously, maybe with a lighter hand, and kind of build up your pigmentation, but they also blend out really nicely as well. I still need to figure out a way to use this one right here. I don't think it's gonna look good on me, but maybe I will try it in another video, kind of play around, have a little bit of fun. But I think this is a cute little palette. So fun, very on theme. Let's see, we also have the 3 eyeliners as well. As far as the formula goes, I think these are absolutely beautiful. You can definitely see that duochrome shift in there. I think these are a lot of fun. I like that you got the duo ended, but like I said, I wish that we got something other than black on the end of every single one, but nevertheless, the formula is great. If you want all 3, definitely pick up all 3. They are affordable. They're not going to break the bank. The formula is great. They went on my lower waterline absolutely beautifully, and from what I know from the formula and other liners that I have from the brand, I don't ever have any issues with it coming off with my watery eyes. We'll see if these do the same, so I'll let y'all know in the future, but I like the shades and I love the shift to these. The eyeshadow palette. I love the eyeshadow palette. I didn't get to every single shade in here. We used what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 8 shades, so not bad, but I didn't have any issues. There was no patching, no skipping. I got the tiniest bit of fallout when I went in with this shimmer shade on my lid. It's like right down here. It did kind of fluff away for the most part. There's a little bit of like shimmer on my cheek, but the pigmentation of it is gone, so it didn't leave like a cast under there, but this was a lot of fun. I love the look that I created. I think everything performed beautifully. The mattes in here I thought was a really easy to use formula. It didn't patch, it didn't skip, it didn't grab. I didn't have any issues building up the pigmentation, and these are nice and pigmented. They are not super pigmented, but it's also not one of those where you have to work really hard to get any sort of color payoff on your lid. And the shimmers in here I thought were beautiful as well. They felt nice and soft. They didn't feel like wet or putty like anything like that, but they also weren't dry and gritty, and I do think they have a really pretty reflection on the eye. They're not going to be shifty, they're not going to have a flip or anything like that, but I think this is a cute, fun little eyeshadow palette. And then we have the gloss and then the butter glosses as well. I like all of these. I think they were very comfortable on the lips. I already know that I like the butter gloss formula. I have had them in my collection before. These are actually the only two that I have right now, but they're very comfortable. They are very hydrating. They're not sticky. They're not thick. They leave a beautiful color on the lips. Obviously, they're not going to last all day because they are a lip gloss, but it is a really good formula. And then this one I need to keep testing out, but first impression, I like the way that it set on my lips. It made them feel nice and hydrated while I played with everything else in this video before I got to the butter glosses. So I enjoyed this as well. I like the smell of it. I like the theme of it. And overall, I think this is a super cute collection. I'm so happy that I picked it up. I think NYX did a really great job, not only with the theming of it, but the formulas as well. I am really impressed and I'm excited about this. And that's going to complete this video, y'all. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know all of your thoughts down below in that comment section. Are you a fan of Beetlejuice? Did you pick up this collection? Did you skip on it? I want to know it all. Let's have that conversation. Light up that comment section. And as usual, I want to thank you all so much for watching my video and spending your time with me. It truly does mean so much to me. And if you like this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up before you leave. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click on that notification bell so that you can be notified of all my future posts here on my channel. I do post quite a few videos every single week and I wouldn't want you to miss one. Until my next video, have a good one. Bye.